Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami. The response on the part of Arjuna to Krishna's stinging words of advice was one which was more imploring than hitting back. The same words were used against Arjuna at other times. He would fight, whether it is Krishna or Pashupati, it doesn't make any difference to him. The words like Hridaya Daurbalyam, Klaibyam, they're all very bad words. Arjuna cannot stomach those words. But then here, the situation being what it was, Arjuna says, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhye Dronam Cha Madhusudana Yishubhih Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. Very interesting answer. You asked me to fight, Uttishta. You, for fighting sake, you please get up. But then, how will I ever fight against my teachers, who are Bhishma and Drona? Both of them deserve worship from me. If at all I send arrows, they should carry flowers. And these flowers should fall at the feet of these two. He had done this before. He sent arrows which themselves fell at the feet. Before this war, when there was a fight, Bhishma and Drona came out after a life of, in the Virata Desha. So 1 year, when he came out from there was a battle. In that battle, the first thing he did when he had to fight Bhishma and Drona, Arjuna sent arrows that fell at the feet of Bhishma and Drona. They immediately knew it is Arjuna. Nobody can do that. They just go and fall down. But that's not going to happen for anybody. So that was Arjuna. And he says, Pujarhau tau, Bhishma Dronau. So they deserve worship from me. Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhye Dronam Cha Madhusudana Ishubhihi Pratiyotsyami Pujarhau Arisudana. He addresses him, you are Madhusudana, you are Arisudana, because you destroyed enemies, Arisudana. You destroyed a demon called Madhu, therefore you are Madhusudana. But then here there is no Madhu, there is no any Shatru. These are all my teachers. Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhye. Bhishma, in this fight, how will I send arrows against them? Yishu means arrow. Yishubhihi Pratiyotsyami. And that too, he doesn't say, I will Yotsyami. How will I fight? He doesn't say. how will I return arrows for arrows? If they chose to fight, why should you not fight? If they chose to fight, it is their problem. They should not fight with me. If they chose, I can't fight against, because they in my heart they occupy a high pedestal. I cannot really fight against them. Therefore, katham bhishmam pratiyotsyami shubhihi. And similarly, Dronam cha. Drona also. Both of them are my teachers, and they are pujarhau. They deserve worship from me. Therefore, he says, Guru nahatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum vaikshamapiha loke hatvarta kamamstu guru nihaiva bunjiya bhogan rudira pradigdhan. Arjuna tells here that I would rather not fight against these gurus, teachers, who are not ordinary teachers. They are not general gurus, like Jagat gurus. These Jagat gurus mean they don't have the responsibility of teaching you. And therefore, and at the same time they are gurus, they are called general gurus. We need them also. For marriage invitations, etc., we require this kind of people. So they are called general gurus, Jagat gurus. And this is not, these people have earned their status as gurus, they have earned the status, and therefore they are Mahanubhavaha. So these Mahanubhavan Gurun, how will I? So Ahatva, not killing them, not destroying them, and because how are you going to destroy? Do you think that you are going to destroy them? Without such a conclusion, I can't begin the fight. Correct? When he begins to fight, he has to assume he is going to win. He can't assume that he is going to be killed. Then he can't fight. And therefore he is going to win. He says, without destroying them, ahatva, mahanubhavan gurun, ihaloke, in this world, bhiksham api shreyaha. Bhoktum, bhiksham, bhoktum, shreyaha. Bhiksham means bhiksha samuham. Means different places you go and collect alms. In alms, whatever you collect, food, that you eat. This is called bhiksha vritti. So a vritti, a life that is lived in bhiksha. So just collecting alms and living on alms. Bhiksha. And that is better, he says. Arjuna's mind, you can see how it has changed from the battlefield already. This is a process of thinking. How a topical issue, so how it leads you to appreciate something more basic, something more fundamental. So here, that bhiksha vritti is the beginning point. It shows that Arjuna is already interested in a bhiksha vritti. So he says, any other life of bhoga, so would not make me happy, because all other bhogas would be soaked in the blood of all these people. So that I have killed, and therefore I will be haunted. I will be haunted by that. And so the only way is to live a life of bhiksha. Therefore, understand, it's a life of bhiksha means in Indian the dharma, so only Vedic dharma, two people are qualified for bhiksha. One, a brahmachari. A brahmachari means not a bachelor, understand? A brahmachari is one who goes to Gurukula, who is studying Veda, etc. And then during that period of Gurukula Vasam, during that period, he can go for bhiksha. Student, you can say a student is qualified for student loan in this country, And similarly here this Gurukula Vasa is possible only for, the bhiksha is possible only for the one who has Gurukula Vasa. And therefore, bhikshavritti. Then after his graduation, the person has to become a grahastha. This is the rule, a grahastha. So anashrami, one should not be an anashrami. You are a brahmachari, and once your studies are over, one should get married. You become a grahastha. And then afterwards, of course, vanaprastha. So in between this Gurukula Vasa and then this Grahastha, the Garhastya Ashrama, these two stages of life, then between the two, the time period should be minimum. And within that period, he should earn money and hand over that money to the Guru. Prajatantum mavyavachet sihi acharyaya priyandanam ahritya. So you have to bring enough priyandanam, pleasing dakshina. So dakshina that is fat enough, the teacher is pleased. That kind of dakshina, giving it to him, then afterwards you marry. So the Veda knows, Veda tells, Veda must know. It tells, once you get married, nothing will come out. And therefore, yeah, because they think two people have to think, So it's not one person. Even he wants to give more, she says, not that much, little that. Or she wants to give more, he says, that is not true, that is too much, less. So, kuch na kuch hota hai. But whereas here, very rare. So both of them agree to this. And here it is. Therefore he says, and also, one can't afford, that is another thing, one can't afford. A family is there, then you have to have a separate house and everything. All problems all start. And therefore, it says, before you get into Grahastha Ashrama, Guru Dakshina, there. Look at this. Acharyaya priyandanam ahritya prajatantum mavyavachet sihi. Acharyaya priyam dhanam, pleasing, a pleasing dakshina. You give Acharyaya priyandanam ahritya, then prajatantum mavyavachet sihi. So do not bring about a kind of a snap in the lineage. The progeny is very important, and therefore enter into Grahastha. So you can't remain an ashrami for a long time. That is why they have to take to a kind of a vow or something, nishtha. So then there should be a nishtha for an all through what we call life, one has to be a brahmachari. So this is, that is another, that kind of an exception is there. These are all rules. Then in the Grahastha Ashrama, you can't ask for bhiksha. So these both Laila and Majnu coming out, and then he is drumming and she is singing. This kind of so this kind of bhiksha, this kind of begging is not allowed at all. And therefore, so they say that because if they also go for bhiksha, who will give bhiksha? So bhiksha will be given only by grahasthas. So grahastha ashrama is a very important ashrama. Centered on that is every other ashrama. Understand? So grahastha ashrama is very, very important. Therefore, grahasthas are not allowed to take bhiksha. Why I am telling this? Because Arjuna wants to have a bhiksha vritti. Not he wants to have a bhiksha vritti. He doesn't mind having a bhiksha vritti. If he had to destroy these gurus, I don't want to do that. I would rather prefer to live a life of bhiksha. Bhiksha vritti means a livelihood. Vritti is livelihood. Vritti is a thought. Vritti is what do you do for your living. That is called vritti. Then what does he do for living? Bhiksha. So suppose you go and ask a sadhu, what do you do for living? What will he say? Nothing. Bhiksha. He has to say, I am a hobo. There is nothing he can say. So, do you have a job? No. Do you have a bank balance? No. Do you have a family? No. Next question is, are you a hobo? That's what. In India, they will ask, are you a sadhu? Correct? In this country, they will ask, are you a hobo? What else? Hobo. And therefore, bhiksha is only for a sannyasi. Correct? A bhiksha is meant for a sannyasi. Bhiksha, a brahmachari or a sannyasi. Arjuna is interested in a bhiksha vritti. Means what? Interested in sannyasa. Interested in sannyasa means what? So he is interested in what for one takes to a life of sannyasa. What for one takes a life of sannyasa. What for? Sannyasa is not for a particular style of living. It is not a particular style of living it takes in. In sannyasa there is a style of living. But sannyasa is not for sake of that style, because it is a nishtha, it is a lifestyle, it is a committed lifestyle. For what? For moksha. Correct? Sannyasa is meant for moksha, not for anything else. You can't say, I take the life of sannyasa because what? Because I think I'll get more respect from people, that's why. No, that's not sannyasa. It is not for respect. It is not for any power. It is not for anything. It is meant for moksha. It is a committed lifestyle for moksha. So that means Arjuna already is thinking about bhiksha, and bhiksha suggesting what? Sannyasa, and sannyasa goal being moksha. Arjuna is interested in moksha. Really. This is a transition of thinking. From one line of thinking, so now this basic problem is appreciated and then begins to ask for it also. It's not that I am making out something. Arjuna's original thinking was, I don't want to fight against my own people. I'm not interested. Krishna says, fight. But I can't fight the people whom I respect. I would rather prefer, this is the thinking, I would rather prefer a life of bhiksha. Because, next line he says, because I don't see, even suppose I have riddham rajyam, asapatnam rajyam, suranam api adipatyam, I don't think the shoka, sorrow will go away. The type of sorrow experienced now will go away. Shoka is not something that one can get rid of. One is subject to sorrow. Even one has kingdom. What kind of kingdom? Suppose you have a kingdom and you don't have prosperity, then you have to beg in the international forum. There you should go and beg there, So you become a global beggar. That's what it is. So these developing countries, that's what happens to all of them. So they become global beggars. So they have to go to different countries and then afterwards beg for this fund, for this what you call World Bank and other countries also to come and help. The kind of international begging. You have to, because otherwise the people will eat you up if you are the king. And therefore, it should be a kingdom prosperous. Then only you can have the joy of being a ruler. Riddham rajyam. Once a kingdom is prosperous, then people around will see the prosperity and therefore they have their eyes, and they become enemies. They want to invade. They want to occupy. That's what happened to India. If Punjab was not prosperous, there would be no problem at all. Suppose Rajasthan was Punjab, and then that side. So no, Afghanistan, they would not think that there is another country. They would come and see, hey, our sons are better. So they will remain there itself. Really? With all the rivers and all that water, when these people, desert people see water flowing, they would like to stop it. Oh, flowing, flowing. So they can't handle that. And naturally they have to have it. That's why their paradise is full of greenery. Their houses they paint with green color. Do you know that? All these people, they paint always green. In India, you can easily find out whose house it is. Green paint, all houses painted green. Because that is a heavenly color. Why? Because their heaven is full of trees. Naturally, So when you talk from the sands, the paradise will feel definitely green. Green. And water. Lot of water. And therefore it becomes a kingdom with rivals around. Then also you can't have peace. So you must have asapatnam rajyam, ruddham rajyam. Arjuna says, even suppose a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom I have, I don't see any reason, I don't see the possibility of my sorrow going away. All right, we will make you the Lord of the heavens. Suranamapi adipatyam. We will make you the Lord of the heavens. So what? So what? Even then, I will be an individual. And I will be only ruling some people. Then all the people are not going to obey me also. I have to punish them. That is going to hurt me. No. Sura, because, and again, Indra also, even if I become Indra, when Brihaspati, his guru, walks in, Indra has to get up, correct? 100 times more happiness for Brihaspati. And therefore, so Indrasyanandaha, that means, te yeshatam Indrasyanandaha, sayeko Brihaspatiranandaha. 100 units of Indrananda is 1 unit of Brihaspatirananda. Unka baap hai. And therefore, he is Brihaspati. So what is the use? So, aage piche always problem. As long as I am an individual, it's going to be the same. Because individual means I have to carve out for myself a status out of the whole. And therefore, I have, however big is this, what you call my share, but still the non-share, what is not with me, is going to be infinitely large, correct? And therefore, sorrow will not go away. I don't think the sorrow going away. And so he says, hey Krishna, all these days, all these days I have not used my mind towards this. I always wanted to have all the skills necessary to fight. And also arms necessary to piling up arms. I went on gathering missiles. Even from Indra he got Aindram in Astra. And Astra means what comes out of you. Shastra means what you have with you. And therefore, what you throw is Astra. Soda bottle is Astra in India, So it's called Astra. Astra and Shastra, these are the two types of arms we wear. And so in gathering these weapons I spent all my lifetime becoming a great archer. No doubt I have accomplished. So still I am a kripana. Karpanya doshopahata swabhavaha prichhami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha. Look at my position here. Here I am called upon to fight a battle. Still I am not in a position to have a clear mind, to do what is to be done. My affections are one side, and the duty seems to be different. You are also telling me that I have to get up. This is hridaya daurbalyam, you say. But then this is exactly my condition. I cannot deny the fact that I am subject to this kind of a conflict here. Why I did not use my mind all this time, so that I won't have this kind of conflict. What is to be done, I would do, without thinking, without the necessity to think. Should I do or not? I should be able to decide that quickly, spontaneously, if I am a mature person. And therefore, he says, this karpanya doshena. So this, my swabhava means my disposition, my mind, is inhibited by this karpanya dosha. Karpanya means kripanasya bhava is karpanya. In the Upanishad it is said, the one who dies away, atmanam aviditva asma lokat praiti sa kripanaha. What a definition. This is the definition. Definition is, kripana means miser. Kripanaha is miser. I assume as though you all know. Kripanaha is miser. Once is a miser. Who is a miser? The Upanishad has got its own definition. The one who dies away without knowing oneself, without knowing the self that is all, that is one and all it is, that person is called kripanaha. Atmanam aveditva, without knowing the Atma. Asmal lokat praiti, dies away from this world, sa kripanaha, he is a kripana. That is the dosha. I never thought about this. If I had known this, then there would be no problem. I could do, if this is my duty, I would do it very easily. Even if I had some insight, there would be enough. It would give me enough space to look at things properly. Because nobody can resolve a problem living in the same stage, in the same disposition which has caused the problem. You have to come out of that, for which you require to change cognitively. You need to be a bigger person. Bigger person means your picture must be bigger. Then only the small becomes small. Then you have the space to pick and choose what is right, what is more appropriate, then less appropriate. I can pick and choose for which I need space inside, for which the picture has to be big. And Arjuna was brought up among the sadhus. Vyasa was a it's a household name. Vyasa used to come and go. And Shuka, his son, already a sage, and lot of people, his own uncle, Vidura was a great jnani. Vidura was not an ordinary person, he's a great jnani. All these people, Krishna is a friend, what else you want? And he was in the forest so many years. So whom did he meet there? So all the time not lions, not tigers. In fact, lions will run away seeing Arjuna. So whom he is meeting? Only sadhu sitting in that hut. Sadhu, and that's another sadhu. Like this, he was meeting sadhus after sadhus, some of them very renowned people. So Arjuna had grown up with dharma. He had grown up with all these people. But still his mind was preoccupied with Duryodhana. There was no space for anybody, for any other topic. So Duryodhana has to be taught a lesson. Even suppose Arjuna forgets being carried away by some sadhu, some jatadhari, somebody shows the great tejasvi. Draupadi was there. So with all, with undone hair, so because there is a job undone, and that is naturally, not is a very discouraging thing. He has got to do this. Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami.